Hello guys and welcome to another video from Time of Business. Today we'll be discussing about the most successful jewelry store on Etsy that averages over 1,000 sales per day. Now if you're new to the channel, Time of Business is the perfect place to learn how to grow your online business. Whether you have an Etsy store, a Shopify store, a blog, a YouTube channel, this is where you need to be. So if that is something that you are interested in, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and without any further ado, let's jump onto our computer and have a look at this amazing store.
Okay guys, so we just jumped on our computer, and as you can see we are using the website eRank for these daily stats, where you can see the most sales that a shop had yesterday. So you see top 5 stores here, and also you can see here the top 5 sellers of all time. We also use another website which is Market Pulse, and you can easily watch here the top 100 Etsy sellers in the last 30 days. And you can see that Caitlin Minimalist is the first right here in the last 30 days with an average of over 1,000 sales per day. So this store consistently has over 1,000 sales per day. Now if we go to eRank, we can see that yesterday it had 1,482 sales. And if we go to their profile, we can see that they have been around for almost 8 years. So that is a very important thing to notice, is that the store actually needed time in order to grow and reach this potential. And if we go to their profile on Etsy, here we have Caitlin Minimalist. So we have a very interesting banner with some pieces displayed. So you can already get a feeling of how these pieces look. And you can also see all this information that we see on eRank on the store as well, such as number of sales, how long the Etsy store has been on Etsy. So you can see right here they have been around since 2014. Okay, so now let's dive a little bit further and see why is this Etsy seller so successful. So why is this Etsy store so successful on Etsy? Why do they have that number of sales daily, and they are already ranking 2 in the top sellers of all time on Etsy when it comes to number of sales? You can see that they have at this point over 1,000 products. So that is a lot when it comes to jewelry, but also take into consideration that Etsy at this point is a very competitive platform. So if you want to come on Etsy and to be successful, you need a larger number of products because the competition is very high, especially in the jewelry, in the digital business, in the handmade, in the clothing, and so on. Here on the left, the first important thing that you need to see when it comes to this seller is how they use their collections in order to make it very simple for the customers. So the first thing that you want to take away from this store is that it is very nicely organized. So they have all those collections featured on the left side, which you can also do. And something very important within these collections is that if we go and look at necklace, for example, you can see that they have necklace, name, and initial. So this means that you can actually personalize your necklace. So you can use your name, a letter. So those are very good products to rank in the personalized, in the customized market on Etsy, which is one of the biggest. And underneath it, we can see necklace ready to ship. But they are products that are already designed, prepared to be shipped. So this means that the customer can go to this store and buy a necklace and have it delivered in a few days. As we move forward, you can already see that they have the same pattern within all of their major collections. So they have rings, earrings, bracelets. So that means that they specialized in the personalized and non-personalized categories. So that means that they want to target both sides of the market. So they do not focus only on custom jewelry, but also on already made, ready to ship jewelry. So that is one of the biggest takes that you can have from this store.
Before we move forward, if you find value from this video, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, like this video, and also do not forget to check out our website, timeofbusiness.com, because you will find a ton of useful information if you are seeking to grow your online business, such as your Etsy store.
Now, if you are in the jewelry business or want to go on Etsy and open a jewelry business. You can go to other successful stores just like this one, and when you go to all of their products, here on the right side, instead of custom, you can select most recent. So those most recent items usually mean the product that just sold or were renewed. Now, if you are familiar with Etsy, you already know that once you sell a product, if you have multiple quantity, you need to renew that product in order to keep on selling it. So those products that you see here on most recent are most likely the products that just sold and were automatically renewed. So you can get a feeling of what usually sells for this store. So one of the sections that you want to check on your competitors' pages is most recent. In order to see the styles, you can see that most jewelry pieces are minimalist, so they incorporated their style of jewelry within their brand names. If we go even further, so down at their review page, you can use once again, instead of recommended, you can go with newest. And what this will show you is the latest products that this seller has received the feedback on. So this is another simple way to see what sellers actually sell and to see the feedbacks that they receive for certain products. What this can be useful for is to see what kind of feedbacks people leave on different type of products. So if you sell jewelry, maybe you can browse through all those feedbacks and see that, for example, people usually leave a 4 out of 5 or a 3 out of 5 stars for personalized or engraved rings. And you can avoid those type of products in order to keep your feedback at a maximum level. Now you can also see what kind of products people really enjoy. So you can go and see that the personalized necklaces are very good for this seller. On the other hand, right here, you can see that this letter necklace wasn't so successful, and just as mentioned, it received a 4 out of 5. So you can actually browse through hundreds of pages from different sellers and get an idea of what actually sells and what the average rating for that type of product is. When you go right here where you have the shop members, most stores will also have their social media linked. So that is a very cool thing that you can go and inspect and look at what other people do in order to have their successful store. First of all, let's see their website. So once again, they have the same name, so CaitlinMinimalist.com. So that is a very important thing when you want to build a brand. If you want to start out using Etsy, in order to get those sales, those initial sales, that traction, that proof of concept, you can start on Etsy, and then you need to grow and to make your own website, maybe using Shopify or a different platform, and from there grow even more. So you can see that branding is very important, because people, if they search for Caitlin Minimalist, they can find the Etsy store, the Facebook page with the same name, the Instagram account with the same name, the Twitter account with the same name, their website. We can also see that they have Pinterest and they are a verified merchant. If we go to their page, you can see that they have around 50,000 likes. So that means that Facebook is a very good way of getting traffic. Maybe they run Facebook ads, and that is why their Facebook page is so big. Then when we go to Instagram, you can see once again they have 70,000 plus followers. You can go and have a look at their reels, at their videos, and see what is viral for them, what gets a lot of views, of traffic. For example, this one has 18k views compared to the other ones. So you can go and click on one video and see what actually worked. Now, another very important thing is that this website was built 6 years and 180 days ago. So that means that this seller actually began on Etsy. So as you remember, this store has been for 7.7 years on Etsy, and then transitioned to a Shopify or to a different platform to make their own website. So this means that they first opened their Etsy store, they were successful here on Etsy, and then they were able to scale the business and also build their own website. Also, guys, make sure to check out timeofbusiness.com. This is our website. We have a blog section for Etsy. where you can go and you can read all those articles that will help you grow your Etsy business and improve your Etsy store and help you on this journey that is to be successful on Etsy.
So that was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found something useful and you can now go and grow your jewelry business on Etsy. And also, once again, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, like this video, and until next time, guys, do not forget, there was never a better time.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our